Hello, I'm Mark Ford, President and CEO of Shipwright Services Incorporated. We are the makers of the Shipwright Next POS and retail shipping system. Today's video deals with MailboxManager setup. One of the things that we need is inventory items for charging. The mailbox rental, deposits, fees, all those are handled by inventory. So let's go to inventory first. Click on mailbox. These are the things that are already entered for mailbox management. Now you might have a fee called admin. Well, let's go ahead and add that. So we're going to click on the add button. We're going to come up with a SKU number. Let's call it MB_admin. And we're going to call this a mailbox admin and setup fee. Department, I'm going to hit the M and mailbox pops up. Now it's tough to get a cost on these things, but we're going to put down a cost of $1. And our setup fee that we sell it for is $5. So we're going to add that right there. We're going to click add item. Success. And now we can X out of there. Hit the save button. Click OK. You can see that the admin fee is now in inventory. And we're going to go ahead and exit. Now we're going to go to mailbox setup. So we're going to go to setup, put in our security code, and we're going to go to mailbox setup. You will notice we have 4 items on the navigation bar. We're going to go through all 4 of them. The first one is setup and pricing. So here I already have 4 banks of mailboxes, including a bank of virtual mailboxes, which means I don't physically have those boxes in the store somewhere for a customer to come in and use, but we link them to Anytime Mailbox or iPostal one of those systems. So you can click on any of them and review the pricing form, or you can add one. To get started adding a new panel, we're going to click Update Current. That clears the board. And now we're going to type a new name. So we're going to call this Corporate Plus. And we're going to start at, let's say, number 901 and go up through 915. And it's always helpful if you put that in the description. And it helps give a good visual reference. Now, down here, we're going to charge for Corporate Plus. We're going to charge, let's say, $30 for a 1 month or additional fee. We don't rent 1 month, but somebody might want to, at the end, extend for 1 month, and we need that fee there. So 3 months would be, let's say, $85. And you can see that it divided it up and says it's $28.33 a month. For 6 months, let's go to $160. And then for 12 months, we'll do $300. We don't have a special rate, so we're going to skip that. Then for business, generally you charge the same. If you want to charge something different, of course, you're free to do so. So I'm just going to put the same in there for now. Once we're done, and other is not necessary, but you can create a scale called other if you wish for some reason that will follow policy in your location. So we're going to click add new panel, and now you can see Corporate Plus is now added down in the bottom. Now we're actually ready to go to the second tab, notices. So the system will print 3 notices. One is a renewal notice, then an expiration notice, and a cancellation notice. The new renewal notice is set right now to print 14 days ahead of time, and this is the message that we're going to put in there. Later we'll show you how you can set them up to either print and then put in their mailbox or automatically email to them. The second notice is an expiration notice. We've got this set to print out on the day the box expires. and that's the message that prints out. And the third notice is a cancellation notice, printing 25 days after the box expires, letting them know that we're going to go ahead and cancel their box. Fees and deposits. Now, we've got this set for a key deposit of $5 that we charge on demand. But if we want to charge it automatically, we would put a checkbox in there. You can also set up a late fee if they pay late. Here's our admin fee. Let's put that in there. So MB_admin. And the amount's $5, as you can see. And always charge an admin fee. So that means when we rent the box, we're always going to charge a key deposit and an admin fee. The last tab is the contract itself. These are all the terms and conditions that are in here. You can copy this and paste it into Notepad and edit it and change it, or you can change it here. But generally it's easier to change it in Notepad where you have at least some minor word processing capabilities. Here you have none, it's just a flat out text field. After you're done with all your changes, always remember to click the Save button. Yes, and perfect. Next, let's cover how to rent a mailbox. First, you got to look up a customer. So we're going to pull up a customer. This guy, Friar Tucker, is now the active customer. And we're going to go ahead and click on MailboxManager and Rent Mailbox. The system will automatically show only those boxes that are available. Now, right now the first bank of boxes is showing, and you can see the color change for the second, and then the color change for the third, and finally the last batch is here. So now we're going to click all available panels, and we're going to go ahead and select someone. So let's go ahead and select Mailbox 105, and you can see based on the stuff that we entered in setup, it loads those prices here. So we're going to go with 3 months, and we're going to hit key deposit and an admin fee. So you can see those got added. So far this customer owes us $71. Once we've got the contract figured out, and by the way, if you want to expire them at the end of the month so that they all expire on the same day, the ones that are due, you can click here. We're going to go ahead and add an additional name. So we're going to click this caret pointing down, and we're going to click add name. And now we're going to add the next person. So Friar Jimmy, he's at Utica, and then a phone number. And then we're going to click Save and Select. So now he's added. And as you can see, Jimmy got added as an additional name. Under mail forwarding, you can select any address in the database and forward their mail as required. Then you need to check off how often they want it mailed to them. And then if you have a forwarding deposit, you would enter it here. You would select the day that was preferred, and then any notes that you want. And then down here, if this customer is a renewal or something, it'll show up here, a ledger of all their charges and debits and credits. Once you're satisfied with everything, you click on the Save button. Check off the 2 forms that you want to have printed. You'll have to fill this in as required by the Postal Service. So you're going to have the type of business, the place of registration, and then a government issued photo ID and the ID number all listed. Once you're done with that, you click Rent and Preview. And the first document that pops up is the rental agreement, And you can see all the terms and conditions are listed here. And page 2 of this agreement is a termination addendum, page 3, that tells what to do with the mail after the box expires. If your customer fills this in and signs it, and let's say they selected do not forward my mail because they did not want to put down a deposit, which is frequently the case, then they're basically saying at the end of the period, you can dispose of their mail. And the next thing that's going to print out is the 1583 for the Postal Service. And you can generally print out one of these for each person on the box. You'll then get a message that it's rented with the address. There's no email. We're going to click OK. Returns us to the point of sale, detail of the rental, and now we get the cash out. And I'm going to hit exact cash. And now this box is rented. Let's now do a renewal for a mailbox holder. So we'll look customer lookup. We're going to enter their mailbox number down here, 103. Enter. There's the customer. And his box is expired, as you can see right here. So we're going to go to MailboxManager, Renewal, and we're going to select how many months he wants to renew for. And that's all there is to it. Click Save. You can reprint these items if you need to. Otherwise, just click Rent. And it'll take you back to the point of sale. Cash out. Exact cash. And that sale is completely over with. The last thing we need to cover is how to do mailbox maintenance for a specific customer. So we're going to go to customer lookup. We're going to put in their box 101. Hit enter. There's the customer right there. Then we're going to go to Mailbox Manager, Mailbox Maintenance. And now we got all their information over here. And that's Mersad right there. And at this point, you can add additional names. You can do mail forwarding or look at their mailbox rental history. That concludes the use and setup of the Mailbox Manager.